Really is. All right, thanks for joining us. I'm Emily Vukovic. It's Tuesday. It is the 26th of February, and we've got another system on the way. It looks little, but it is going to be impactful. We could be seeing some decent amounts of snow with that lake enhancement. Easterly winds could certainly not be our friend tonight and into tomorrow. Today, we're going to see a daytime high of -8. It will feel more like -15 when you factor in that wind, so dress for -15. So kids will have to put on the full snowsuit. Throughout the day today, we are going to be seeing a daytime high of -8. Again, feeling like the minus teens. Up through Huntsville, -13. A little bit of sunshine and in through Barrie, seeing a daytime high of -11. Now, for the system that we're covering tomorrow, we're in active weather coverage. All right, before I break down what's going to be happening with this system, I want to give you kind of a synopsis of tomorrow's temperatures because we have been cold and we are going to continue to be cold this week. We're seeing a daytime high of -11 through Huntsville, -10 in Barrie, -6 through the city of Toronto. Now, temperatures are going to stay relatively lateral. We are going to see conditions deteriorate. This is going to start off as early as your morning commute. Reason being lake effect snow. Easterly winds are going to be coming off the shores of Lake Ontario. There's that first little band that we could be seeing at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So this could really impact a commute downtown. This could really impact a commute east and a commute west. That QEW could potentially be a mess. Travel along the lakeshore could be very tricky. Now, this system is going to strengthen. We're going to continue to see that lake enhancement into western GTA, so places like Burlington down through Hamilton could certainly see the heaviest amount of snow with this little system. And then it is going to continue to track its way south and east. It is also going to be impacting our evening commute. So your morning commute could be very slippery, and then your evening commute could be even worse because we'll see more snow on the ground. The potential is there for 15 to 20 centimeters. I know you're thinking, you're looking at that map being like, but it was so small. It's the lake enhancement. That's what's really going to do it, because look up and through Barrie, only about 5 centimeters of snow. So really into that western end of the GTA, that is where we could see some significant snowfall. Temperatures remaining cold until the end of the week, where we do start to get a break. We're going to continue to talk about this system coming up, and your local forecast starts right now. It because then we get to showcase them exactly what you see in your backyard right here on the morning show. So that's great for us. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thanks for joining us. It's the 26th of February, and we've got yet another round of snow on the way through parts of Ontario. You can see it developing through the states, and this one is going to be really impactful, just like the last one, but it's not going to be the same. Let's take a look at today and what we are going to see. We've got temperatures that will be cold. We are going to be seeing daytime highs into the minus single digits. It is going to feel more like the minus teens when you factor in the wind. So -8 is kind of the best we're going to get, and then feeling more like -15 when you factor in the wind. So dress the kids for -15 today. We're looking at -11 up through Barrie, -10 through Peterborough, -10 through Newmarket, -9 through Guelph. Could see a few isolated flurries here and there, but now let's get into tomorrow's storm. All right, let's talk about temperatures first. We're looking at a daytime high of -6 for tomorrow. It is still going to feel like the minus teens. It is going to be an easterly wind. Nobody likes an easterly wind ever. In my opinion, they're the worst. They're the coldest coming off of one of the deepest lakes. It is just not going to be a good day for travel tomorrow, especially along the lakeshore. Barrie getting up to -10. We're looking at -9 in Newmarket and -7 in Hamilton. Now, tomorrow morning, just in time for your morning commute, the winds are going to be coming from an easterly direction off of the lake, and we are going to see the potential for a lake effect band to develop and really interrupt your early morning commute travel anywhere along the lakeshore. It could even reach up to the 401. I wouldn't be surprised. This lake effect band could be fairly strong. It is going to continue throughout the day. We've got that lake enhancement into the western end of the GTA. So places further to the north, they're not going to see as much snow. This has happened before this winter, where Barrie picked up 5 centimeters and Toronto picked up closer to 20. That is going to be the same scenario. Your afternoon evening commute, that's not going to be great either. We've got more snow that's going to track its way south and east, and with that lake enhancement, the potential is there for 15 to 20 centimeters. Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville, into the city of Toronto, looking closer to 10 centimeters, and areas further east 10 to 15 centimeters, again with that lake enhancement. Temperatures, they're going to stay cold tomorrow, but we are going to be warming up just in time for the weekend. Stay with us. Your local forecast starts right now. Have been angry for the last couple of days. A lot of wind. I'm Emily Vukovic. The winds have started to ease throughout the day today, which is good news. Here are a couple of stories that we're going to be following for you today. We've got another round of snow starting tonight and into tomorrow morning. We've got a pile up on the 400. We're going to show you video of that, and ice shows in Ontario. We're going to be talking about those coming up in your morning brief, so make sure you stay with us for all those details. -8 is our daytime high today. We're looking at feeling like -15, so it is going to feel a lot colder. Dress the kids for -15. Full snowsuit today for recess, that's for sure. We're looking at a daytime high of -8 for Toronto, -11 through Barrie, and -13 up through Huntsville. This is just a few flurries that we're going to be seeing throughout the city of Toronto. For tomorrow's system, we're in active weather coverage. Right, before we get into kind of the bulk of the system, I want to talk about our temperatures for tomorrow because they're still going to be really cold. So cold with snow and gusty conditions. It's not going to be a great day to be out and about. We're looking at -11 through Huntsville, -10 through Barrie, and -6 in the city of Toronto. Now, the winds aren't going to be as strong as they were because that last windstorm, wow, that was a doozy. The winds continued to be strong yesterday. They've eased today, and they're going to be gusting to about 40 kilometers an hour throughout the day today. That's kind of the peak. Now, what's going to happen, and the reason why I wanted to show you this is because our winds go from more of a northerly flow to more of an easterly flow just in time for tomorrow morning's commute. And that could have major impact on lake enhancement. So here's a look at the system as it tracks its way through. It is not a huge system. It is a small system, but it is going to be very impactful. This is at 6 a.m. tomorrow morning. So see how that band is just coming off of Lake Ontario. So anywhere along the lakeshore, you could start to see very poor driving conditions. Conditions are going to deteriorate throughout the day. Lake enhancement into the western end of the GTA, so places like Oakville, Burlington, and through Hamilton. Those look like they're going to be seeing the worst conditions throughout the day tomorrow. So as the system departs through the late afternoon and into the evening, it is still going to be impacting your nighttime commute. So it's not going to be great for your morning, potentially, depending on that band. And then for your evening commute, well, we're picking up anywhere between 15 to 20 centimeters of snow. It's not going to be a great day for travel tomorrow. All right, we're going to have more on this system coming up, but first a look at your local forecast. They start right now. Thanks so much for joining us. Welcome to The Brief. Nicole, Chris, and Emily with you, and we've been talking about signs of spring and the messy weather that we have seen over the last couple of days.
Indeed.
Now in Fort Erie,
yes,
ice shoves. They've been a really big deal. Some of the video that has come out of there has been phenomenal, but we do not recommend you do this at home.
No, all right, so this was...
Get to the piling up of these ice shoves, obviously, because they need to kind of break up a bit.
I've seen them not on the Great Lakes, but happen on the big lakes of Manitoba as well, and they can destroy shoreline cottages and everything. You can't stop that ice if it just keeps coming and coming.
I remember standing on a pile of it at the Grand River.
The aftermath there
last year. Yeah, the aftermath.
So as we head into spring, guys, we're worried about more ice shoves potentially, but also we're worried about ice jams. And as we take a look at this map over here, you can see.
Yesterday, everybody has heard about this. If you live within the GTA, you definitely heard about this. The winds were really
that was
bad.
the biggest issue blowing everything around.
Absolutely. Well, we have another storm to talk about, guys. Guess what?
This is an old-fashioned
Emily,
snowfall.
you're turning into a weather
Old-fashioned snowfall is 5 centimeters.
I've already been a weather wimp. Okay, your local details are going to start now. Yesterday, it was messy. And we love it when you send your videos and your photos because that gives us a chance to really showcase what's in your backyard to the rest of the viewers. I'm Emily Vukovic. It is Tuesday. It is the 26th of February, and we've got another system on the way. This one is going to be compact, but it is going to pack a punch. Now for today, it's kind of the calm before the storm. We're looking at -8. We do have a few flurries in the forecast. We're looking at temperatures feeling more like -15 when you factor in that wind. So that's what you need to dress for. So put the kids in snowsuits today. They'll probably appreciate it at recess. We're looking at a daytime high of -13 through Huntsville, -11 up through Barrie, -8 through London, and -5 down through Windsor. Now tomorrow we've got a significant system on the way. Temperatures are going to stay relatively the same, but it's still going to feel like the -teens. But let's get into the nitty-gritty. Okay, so we're going to have temperatures into the -single digits feeling like the -teens. You're going to get up tomorrow morning, you're going to think, oh, it doesn't look too bad, but then you're going to start to get out on the road, especially if you're traveling along the lakeshore. There is the potential for a lake effect band to be firing up with those easterly winds, and that could really interrupt some of your morning commutes. Now, if this band doesn't develop, the snow's not really going to start for us in the GTA until kind of midday. But if this does develop anywhere from let's say Burlington, Oakville, over towards Mississauga could certainly be impacted by that. So anywhere along the lakeshore. And then this is going to intensify with that lake enhancement into the western areas of the GTA. So again, Hamilton, Burlington, Oakville certainly going to be bearing the brunt of this before it starts to calm down after our evening commute. So this could essentially impact your drive in and your drive home. So we're looking at 15 to 20 centimeters of snow. Potentially, this could be a little bit on the high side, but it really all depends on that lake enhancement and how much we actually see. And again, we're in a scenario where Barrie, further north, normally sees way more snow than us, is actually going to be seeing a lot less because of that lake enhancement. Okay, so looking at the 7-day forecast, temperatures, they're cold tomorrow, -6, feeling like -14. By Thursday, the return to sunshine, so high pressure comes back into our area. -8 is what it's going to feel like. And then Friday, we're going to get a nice break. This is kind of a good way to end the week. Saturday could see a little bit more snow and -1, and then we start to get cooler again next week, and a very similar 7-day forecast for you in Hamilton. Your local details, they start right now.
All right.
Wow. Yeah, that's one word for it, that's for sure. I'm Emily Vukovic. Thank you so much for joining us on this Tuesday. It is the 26th. Another round of snow on the way tonight and into tomorrow. We're going to be talking about the pileup that happened on the 400 yesterday. 70 vehicles were involved. And ice shoves in Ontario. We're going to give you a bit of an explainer on that coming up in this morning's brief. -8 today, feeling more like -15. That's cold. Make sure you bundle up. We've got temperatures ranging anywhere from -5 throughout -13 throughout southern Ontario. Huntsville, we're going to see some sunshine. It's going to be kind of leftover lake effect through Barrie today all the way down towards Toronto. So a few flurries. It's not going to be a major system, but tomorrow this is one that we need to talk about. Now, it's not an incredibly large system, but it is going to be impactful. First of all, it's going to be cold. Temperatures -6 for the city of Toronto. It still will feel like the -teens. In through Barrie, -10, up through Huntsville, -11. The winds I want to show you because they are going to switch direction, and that is going to be a big part of this story. We've got winds that have been coming in from the northwest. That's why we've seen that heavy amount of lake effect along the shores of Huron and Georgian Bay. Now, we are going to see our wind shift direction to more of an easterly flow just in time for your morning commute. That is going to make a big impact on the lake effect band that could develop off the shores of Lake Ontario, and that could impact your early morning commute. So this is at about 6 a.m., and you can see this band developing. If you're traveling along the Gardiner, anywhere along the lakeshore, over towards the Gardiner Lakeshore, that's where we're really going to be seeing this impact. The QEW in through Hamilton, possibly. If this doesn't happen, your morning commute looks like it's going to be okay. But the snow is going to increase throughout the day with that lake enhancement really has its eyes set onto the western sections of the GTA. So places like Hamilton and through Burlington and in through Oakville. That is where we're going to be seeing the heavier snowfall. This is still going to stick around through your evening commute. It's going to depart later on in the evening. 15 to 20 centimeters of snow locally, not out of the question. Your local forecast details start right now.